Welcome. You have reached review time with Imperial, and today's review will be Spaceman. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Let's get into it. So, Spaceman is a Netflix original starring Adam Sandler. It's basically about space. Oh my, wow. Let's go over the cast and get this over with. Um, Adam Sandler plays as Jacob Prochaska. Paul Dano plays as Hanus, which is the alien. Kanal Nayev plays as Peter. Carrie Mulligan plays as Lenka, which is supposed to be Jacob's wife. Everybody else is pretty much irrelevant. So, as the synopsis reads, a year into the solo mission on the edge of the solar system, an astronaut concerned with the state of his life back on Earth is helped by an ancient creature he discovers in the bowels of his ship. That's exactly what this is about. So, Jacob is on a mission, and he has a wife back home, Lenka, and he's been neglecting her pretty much, and she's pregnant. He's always away at work, not giving her the time, promising her the time, but not giving her the time. So I guess when we see Adam Sandler in these movies, he's trying to branch away from the funny movies that he used to always do and that he started. So I don't know if he's trying to go for like to be nominated for Academy Award or Oscar performance by starting to do these types of movies, showing his range of going from like comic relief type movies into a more serious role, not much funny, showing that his range that he can really act. This is a sci-fi film if you into that type of stuff. So while he's away on this trip, he's communicating with the people back in Earth. However, what takes place is, he has this estranged relationship with his wife. You see that right off the bat. And he's coming down to the final stages of the mission. And he notices something come across the airways speaking through his microphone. And lo and behold, he does some investigation. It's an alien that looks like a spider on his ship, basically saying that, the alien escaped from his planet onto his ship, and pretty much he wanted to discover some things about us, like we trying to discover things about them. And it was something on his planet that was eating his people up, killing them. He was able to escape. So the powers that he said, I'm here to help you, pretty much. So what he was able to do with his psychokinesis, he meaning the alien, is give Jacob visions of his whole life and things that he neglected with his wife and stuff like that. Basically self-reflection on how he was, and he shouldn't be taking her for granted. It showed him some things about his dad, and basically that's what the alien was there to do. Now Jacob's alone on this mission, so being alone, talking to yourself, it makes you think, in the end, was he just hallucinating with creating this alien character only to do a deep dive self-reflection on himself to become a better man towards his husband and his child to be? So the wife left a message to send up to him in space, basically telling him she's done and she ready to move on. She's tired of the inconsistencies and, the lack of him not being there. They know he need to get this mission. They meaning his crew back on Earth. They know he need to get this mission done, so they telling her, like, we can't tell him that. If we tell him, he could fall apart up there. You is what's motivating him to finish the mission and get back. We tell him this, he could lose himself. So him and the alien is going through this whole sequence, majority of the film, with the alien showing him a reflection on his life and the things he did. So finally, alien said, "Hey, I don't want to deal with you no more, and I'm gonna go about my business." So he asked for the alien. He named the alien Hanus. Basically telling him, Hanus, come back. And so eventually they made it to a destination, and the alien basically was saying like, I lied to you. I didn't tell you the full truth. I didn't escape my where I come from, my planet, and without being harmed. The what killed my people on my planet is going to kill me too. It's just slowly killing me. So eventually he went out and he was showing Jacob his life from past, present, and what's going to be the future and everything like that, and just basically giving him like this is your life, you know what I mean? Don't take it basically don't take it for granted that you know you always going to be here or be around or get to be around the people that you love the most. So he pretty much told Jacob, you know, it's the end for me. It's the beginning and the end for me. Telling Jacob it might be still hope for you. So Jacob's step pretty much was like, it's the end for me too. So he was floating out in space and he kept seeing the light. When it finally got to the light, it was a South Korean space vessel. They picked him up. Of course, the first person he called was his wife, telling her, you know, if he knew what he knew now, he would have never left her. And she basically said, if she knew what she knew now, um, she would have kissed him, or or whatever. He said, "Would you kiss me again?" And it paused there, and she looked, and that's how it ended. So, what do I say on the film? It could be a tough watch, you know, because I guess we haven't, well, not we, some of us haven't fully adjusted seeing Adam Sandler in this type of roles. We're used to him being in roles where it's more comic relief, and so when you see him playing in a serious role, you're okay with it, but you like for it to be roles that's more interesting. But some people might take this movie as being interesting because they're interested in sci-fi, and I like alien movies too. But this wasn't it. This wasn't it for me. And so, opinions, of course, is my opinion. And people, you might find a fan base like, oh man, this is excellent. I like the dialogue back and forth between him and the alien. Or was it really between him and himself? He just thought it was an alien. So, you know, some people might like the film. It wasn't it for me. So out of my 4-star rating system, of course you come to this channel, save yourself the time. It's not something I recommend. But if you into the sci-fi and you ain't got nothing else to watch, why not? But out of my 4-star rating system, I give this a 1.5 out of 4 stars. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Till next time.